Well, hello, Taylor-Totz. What's going on? How is everybody doing tonight? Get some lip on while we're waiting for everyone to join. Hi. What is going on? I'm hydrating these lips real quick. Welcome, guys. Welcome in, you existing and future Taylor-Tots. My name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen, if you can't tell. I've been doing drag for 13 years, and what we're going to be doing tonight is a quick mug so I can sit and chit-chat with you. And by quick, I mean very quick. So most of the time when everybody comes on here, they experience me doing gluing and blocking the brows down. What's going on, Fallen Angel? When everybody comes on here, they usually see me doing blocking my brows, gluing them down, drawing them higher, doing contour with creams, all that jazz. Tonight, hello, Piper. So, what's up, Crystal? I want to do something different tonight. So I want to do even more natural than I normally do. Okay? I know it sounds very strange, but I'm going to do very natural tonight. Even my eye makeup is going to be very natural. Not neutral. Hey, Jennifer. What's going on? If you're just coming in, make sure that you are following me on the top. My name is Justice Taylor. I'm a drag queen. I already have a ton of videos that are on YouTube. So if you're a makeup junkie like myself, please make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is the link in my bio. There is a link tree so you can go there. All of my videos that I do on TikTok Live are actually already on there. So if you go through and you start scrolling to see some of my videos that I have up recently, those are the looks that I do from start to finish. And by start to finish, you see how I look now. By the end of it, I look like what I look like at the in the TikTok. So it's going to be a fantastic time. I'm here about positivity, girl. I don't get bogged down about the negative little trolls that come in here. You know what, I'm going to say this. We could think of it like a different name, girl. We have to think of a different name. Because I'm telling you, did you see the thing where Facebook was supposedly being called out for posting things and like pretty much pushing forward the negative posts just to make people angry? Okay, so we should start calling everybody, like Ted, we're going to start calling you Facebook. What's up, Facebook? Pushing the negativity forward. Uncle Fester, is it new, honey? Here's the thing. I'm going to say this numerous times during the live tonight just because I want everybody to understand. It's not my fault that this fabulous face and fabulous talent is at your For You page. It's your own fault because guess what? It means you've watched something. You've watched something similar to what I do. Meaning, right, Summer? You were like, hey, Facebook. So here's the thing. Bald-headed. Good for you. Look at you. Oh, you so strong. I love it. So here's the thing. If you don't like what you're seeing, keep scrolling. It's all good. I'm super positive and upbeat. Your comments don't bother me. You can do all you want to because all you're doing is helping me out. The longer you stay in here. Oh, thank you officially. Thank you, my love. Officially, CJ. So here's the thing. You don't have to worry about it. Because if you stay in here, that means it's going to get me more views. And because of folks like you that can't stand being here and you are just commenting because you can't stand it so much, got me to over 10,000 followers. And we came up with a new name for the followers last night. So we are now calling them Taylor-Tots because my name is Justice Taylor. So the Taylor-Tots, honey, everybody loves the tater tot. So why not have a Taylor-Tot, girl? I'm like, I love it. I know, honey. Here's the thing. Don't even worry about these folks, girl. They're going to sit in here the entire time saying, oh, I can't stand this. Look at this. Blah, blah, blah. God loves you, blah, blah. But they're going to stay the entire time to see the finished look. So it's fine. You know what? Get the seatbelt. Let's get ready for the ride. It's not going to be bumpy because guess what? She's smooth. She is smooth. And we can call me Humpty Dumpty all day long, but this mug will never crack. Just saying. So again, one last time before we get started, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen. I recently relocated to Houston, Texas. Thank you, Summer. Thank you, Tequila. I recently relocated to Houston, Texas. I've been here for about 2 months now. Is it Celine? Is that how you say it? Celine? We're going to call you Celine, girl. Oh, thank you, Fallen. I thank you so much. She already knows, honey. Thank you, Allison. So, butterflies are so significant to me. Nope, we're going to do contact summer. I got to put them in. Butterflies are so important to me because anytime a butterfly comes near you, that means someone that is passed is actually near you at that moment. So just know that you're going to see tons of butterflies on here. It's something very important to me because guess what? I'm going to be your butterfly for great positive energy tonight. You're going to be my butterfly knowing that a loved one is near me, maybe through a screen, and giving me taps and likes as much as possible. But you know what? I appreciate you anyway in any capacity that you are going to support me. Thank you so much. Thank you, TK. But you know what? Feathers and doves. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love it. All right, let me get my eyes in while we're talking. Okay. So I was so excited. So last night, the Taylor-Totz and myself got me to over 10,000 followers. That is huge, okay? Then we also got my live last night to 512,000 likes during the live last night. That is humongous. That is so crazy. Got one eye in. I'm gonna walk around like this. Think anybody will notice. There we go. Okay, fan. The fan feels great, but it's blowing right in my eyes, girl, right in my eyes. All right, so tonight, you can see a little bit of bling here. I'm just gonna show you a little bit of bling. Okay, so I am gonna be wearing something gorgeous this evening. But my look is gonna be a lot more toned down than normal, okay? Yes, double tap, double tap, double tap. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, honey, the more that you tap, the more likes that I get. Which what happens with that is it makes the algorithm to where they actually put me forward in front of as many people as possible while I'm live. So we want to have as many as possible because guess what? We're going to call this educating. Education, girl. Educate. You know what? I don't look like Big Bird, but we can definitely do the ABCs if we need to. But it's not ABCs, it's LGBTQ plus, honey. These eyes are extremely intense, I'm telling you. So tonight, so usually what I do is I will glue my eyebrows down, all that jazz. Tonight I am not gluing my eyebrows down. I will be doing more of a natural-esque look. We're going to say that very lightly because obviously these contacts are not natural. But I'm like, girl and a man. All right, so I'm actually going to still use an alcohol swab to clean the excess oils off my brow because I have skincare on. I want to make sure that I have my product sticking to the skin. Any kind of oil is going to actually break it down where it's going to be a problem for it to stay on. What happened to my fan? Ugh. I don't know what the hell I did with my fan. Not like I need it for real, but... Oh. Ah, yes, honey, yes. If you're just joining, my name is Justice Taylor. I don't go through the same thing over and over and over again. To an extent, let's get real. YouTube has all of my videos from when I've come on live on here before, even the one last night that we got to 500,000 follows. I'm sorry, 500,000 likes on it. So make sure you go in there and subscribe. It's got a lot of amazing videos, a lot of content for you to experience the world of justice. And you yourself can become a Taylor-Totz by the end of this live. A Taylor-Totz is what I call my fabulous followers in my support group. Because guess what? My name is Justice Taylor. I'm tailor-made for each and every one of you, and justice will always be served. Just saying. All right. So I'm still going to be doing eyebrows, obviously. But I'm not going to use a pencil. I'm going to use foundation. This is the shade that I usually use for my contour. Now, a lot of you are going to start asking about products that I'm using. I'm giving you a heads up now. I work for Christian Dior, so I cannot talk about other brands. It's a conflict of interest. So my career is a lot more important to me than a $5 eyeliner. So I'm just being really transparent with you. I will tell you where I'm putting things and why I'm putting it there, but I won't tell you what I'm actually using. Let's just say that. Just saying. Just saying. Today was such a gorgeous day. It was a little bit humid, but it was still fantastic nonetheless. So I'm taking the contour shade of my foundation. I will be wearing darker hair tonight. A lot of you are used to seeing me in blonde. Like I said, I'm doing a little bit more natural tonight than what I normally do. If you want to see my like drag looks, my YouTube has all of them on there, and it also shows you how to do them. Ooh, look at this brow. Well, it is Halloween. If you're not a little bit scared, then we're doing something wrong, honey. Just saying. I'm like, girl, thank you. You know what? I got my fabulous chair a couple of weeks ago at a place here in Houston, Texas. My friend Rich Lux, I don't know if you guys know him. Thank you, Susie Hall. Thank you, my love. And thank you for all of your fabulous comments today on my post. I appreciate you so, so much. We ended up going to this place, and he was like, oh, this is where I got my throne. And I was like, good, let's go, because I need one. He's like, a throne? I was like, yeah, girl, why not? So we went in there, we got it, and I ended up getting a fabulous deal on it because I told them I was going to start twerking. And I wasn't going to stop until they gave me a discount. Obviously, she hasn't seen me in drag, so she was just looking at the boy that's plus size, you know? And I'm like, girl, no. Thank you, Teresa. And she was like, you're going to start twerking? And I was like, yeah, girl. I said, do I need to go get in drag for you to, like, for me to be okay with that? And she just died laughing. She's like, no, honey. And so she ended up giving me a discount, which I was like, where, girl, because they're expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Kia. Or Kaya, sorry, Kaya. I don't know why the hell I'm saying it country as hell over here struggling. Thank you, Emerald. Thank you, Kaya. Like, I don't know who Kaya is, the singer, I'm just saying. Thank you, Holy Snail. I love that. That's so cute. All right. We got some brows on. Let's get some foundation on. I'm going to clean these eyes up ever so slightly. So I will not be doing my intense contour like I usually do and blending it all out. I'm going to be working quite quickly tonight because I want to show you guys it doesn't take 3 hours to do your makeup for a live. Because God knows I have been doing that. Just saying. So when you're putting your foundation on, you want to use a very tight bristled brush. You want it to be extremely dense. The tighter the bristles, the more coverage you're going to get. Now, obviously, you cannot take a BB cream or a CC cream and use a tight bristled brush and say, why isn't it giving me coverage? Well, girl, it's like a tinted moisturizer at that point. But using the correct tool to apply makeup is half the battle. So you don't want to get a screwdriver and a screw and then you decide to use a hammer to put it in. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Hope. Welcome back, my love. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Redneck. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Holy Snail. Thank you, my loves. So whenever you're using a foundation brush, you want to make sure that you're finding the right thing for you. But when you're using a foundation, you want to make sure the foundation is to the coverage and liking that you want for you and your skin tone. Also with the your skincare needs. So you don't want to sit here and expect to wear just a foundation and then say, oh, my skin is getting really dry or it's getting really oily, because guess what? Your foundation is not designed to hydrate your skin. I'm going ahead and telling you right now. So if you say so-and-so told me, well, they're wrong. So foundation is for coverage. Think of it as painting a car, okay? I am painting this Buick, as you can see. Yeah, girl, honey. People are going to be hateful all the time. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Ain't nobody worried about them. So here's the thing. You're painting the barn right now. At this moment, you are painting the barn. So whenever you're doing your skincare and you're doing your makeup is like you're painting the car. However, your skin is the car. So if your skin is a lot of texture, it's not hydrated, or it's too dry, or it's too oily, fix the skin first, then worry about what type of foundation you're going to wear. Because what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up getting stuck using some products that are probably going to make you even more oily when that's not what you're wanting. Less is more. Do not add a ton of products on your face. If you need more coverage, if the foundation you're using is not enough coverage, then find a different formula of foundation to get the coverage. Do not just keep packing it on, okay? I'm using very tiny amounts of my foundation that I'm using just to get it even. But as you see, I have a ton of freckles. This actually helps me personally with covering without having a ton of texture and a ton of products on my face. Now I'm just blending it out. My sponge is not wet, just so you know. Here's one thing, Taylor-Totz. If you are a Taylor-Tot, I'm telling you now, Taylor-Tots are my supporters and my followers. If you see anybody being negative, all you have to do is just send the message at them and say thank you for your support. That's all you got to say. If you go to any of my posts, all you have to do is go on there and read what I put, because I personally don't get bogged down about anybody being negative, because guess what? Positive or negative, you still need the attention to be seen, you know what I mean? So we're like, ain't nobody pressed. Ain't no one pressed about you. And they're gonna be so mad. They're like, they get so bitter, girl. So I'm putting a concealer on. As you can tell, it is not a cream concealer, meaning in a stick form. I'm using a liquid concealer. And then I'm gonna go to a cream for my nose and my forehead. Here we go. So pinch your sponge to get a tighter fit. Go to in the nose area. And then of course here. Like I said, if you are wanting to see drag where I glue my brows down and all that jazz, it is not going to be in tonight's video. You can go to my YouTube. It is absolutely free to subscribe. But that is where I go on and I do a lot of my makeup looks. I post all of them on there once I'm done. And I do like drag. So I overextend my brows ever so slightly because I'm about to ombre them. About to ombre, girl, ambre. Clean up right here because I don't like how thick the brow is on the top. Perfect. Now re-highlight right here. I'm not going anywhere tonight, guys. I'm literally just painting to hang out with you. That's all you gotta know. Ombre. And we'll go back in with a powder on top of these once we set it. So the reason why you're keeping your foundation on longer than usual, what you're going to be doing is you're letting it warm up to the skin. So the longer that you let your product sit and warm up, the more coverage you're going to get from it. If you have a lot of acne issues, put your concealer or your foundation, whichever is the thickest, let it sit on the skin. Do not blend it. What you'll end up doing is getting, so this isn't a black robe. This is actually a cover-up that I use during shows. I just wear it because it's easy. Because I already have my outfit underneath here, so I don't have to leave camera for a lengthy amount of time to put anything on. If you're just joining me, please make sure tapping the screen as much as possible to get me a ton of likes. Every time you're tapping, what happens is you're getting me more visible and more visibility for TikTok, okay? So tap, 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 tap. You can tap the entire time. You can tap me wherever you need to. If you want to tap where I'm putting my sponge to act like you're blending me out, you do so, girl, because you know what? Sometimes we need some help. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. So you're going to take your sponge and you're going to now blend this out. As you see, I had it on here for quite a bit to get this coverage. Makes it easy. Done. Thank you, Beth. I know it's Bethany. Bethany. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Hope. Just so you guys know, all the tips that you give me goes towards more drag. So I buy more hair, more jewelry, more makeup, more everything. I did realize when I was looking at, we were talking last night about how does the weekly ratings go. So it is actually based off of tips. I think I called you Melissa earlier, but I said it wrong. Let's see, what is it? Is it Melisaic? Melisaic? I'm gonna call you Miles. Unless you can spell it out to where my country stuff can get it together. Like the struggle busting down. All right. So we've got her on. Take you a sponge so that you can sharpen that nose. I want my nose to be just pinched, baby. Just pinched. So it is based off of tipping. It's not based off of likes. However, the likes is what gets me more visibility in TikTok live world. So I'm cool with either one. Whatever you want to give me, I love you so much. But you guys were asking, so I want to make sure I answered you because I actually was like, okay, so I need to know more about TikTok. How does this work? Because I'm like, we have so many likes on my stuff. Why is it not showing me end of the week? Thank you, baby. And so I looked at it and I was like, oh, damn, it's about tips. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense, but all right. Thank you. It's Dylan. Thank you, J-Day. Now, I'm not doing my contour tonight, so what you're going to be noticing, let's do this. Turn that off, decline. There we go. Everybody's trying to add on here, and I ain't got time for all that. So now you're going to take your foundation residue that's on here. From PA, what's going on? Thank you, Queen J. Thank you, Kaya. Revolting. Well, thank you for your support, Buckeye girl. I appreciate you being in here. Thank you. You staying in here and commenting is helping me get more views. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, my love. There we go. My lips look weird. I have foundation on it. All right. So I'm taking the excess. I am not contouring my face with creams tonight. Because I'm going to be doing all powder. All powders. I want to show you the difference. Aw, thank you. All right, let's get this eye. West Virginia, that's awesome. From Mexico, that's even... Oh, Guam, hey. Make sure you're tapping the screen, guys, as much as possible. That gives me all the likes. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, my love. If you see the things popping up on the side where it says roses and things like that, those are actually tips. So that is cash that goes directly to me. I use that. Aw, thank you, sweets. Thank you, my love. So I actually use that money. Thank you, Rowdy, to buy more drag. Just so you know. Drag is very expensive if you don't really know the prices of things, which if you don't do drag, you wouldn't know. Aw, thank you for the roses. Wigs are between $150 to $300, and that's like basic costs. Anything super detailed is going to be more than that. And just think you're not going to wear the same hair every single time you do drag. I'm just saying. Aw, thank you, K-Bird. Thank you, dear, for the fabulous origami. Get this off of here. Thank you, Rowdy. So all the money that you give me goes right back into my craft. If you are do not want to put your PayPal link to here, I did make it easier because I did have some people try and tip me, but they said I don't want to put my information on TikTok. So I put in my bio, there is a link tree that has my Cash App. It has my Venmo. Just know if you tip me on Cash App, it will notify me during the live, and I'll give you a shout out. I will always give you a personalized message and thank you afterwards if you do Cash App and Venmo. And then if you decide that you're like, you know what, I want to buy the doll something, and the doll is myself, you can also go on there. It has my Amazon. I linked my wish list to it in case there was something specific that you were like, hey, you know what, I want to get you something. I've had people purchase me all kind of things. I'm not saying you have to. I just appreciate you being here. But I always answer the questions because I have people that'll ask me, and they're like, well, I wish I would have known during your live. So I don't want you yelling at me. Thank you. What's up, Anna Nicole? Thank you, Fallen Angel. We're in the ocean. No, it's not expensive because it's an abomination. It's expensive because it's a talent, honey. It's not a talent to stand on a box and tell people they're going to hell. That's not a talent. A talent is being able to have a craft to put it towards something. I'm just saying. But you know what? I appreciate you staying in here and supporting me, young lady. Just make sure when God questions you about what you're talking about right now, make sure you still stay strongly convicted about what you're telling everybody, okay? Oh, Lord. I'm like, girl, I don't know what Bible you're reading. It must have been in Braille because y'all come up with some of the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, girl. Honey, I went to church for many years. Many a years. My uncle was a pastor, and I was like, we had conversations about that. I was like, Shug, some of the stuff, he goes, not everybody's like that. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Wyatt. God don't like ugly. Exactly. He doesn't. He gonna come for you. He's gonna snatch you up and say, don't you ever talk about my fabulous creations. How dare you talk about my fabulous and wonderful, stunning creations of the LGBTQ plus community. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, thanks, guys. It is an art form, but you know what's an art form is being able to keep your composure around people that are ignorant. Let's just say that. That is talent in its own. And a lot of you need an award for all the fabulosity that you can keep and compose. Because when I tell you, these folks, sometimes you're just like, what are you even talking about? Like, no one shook your cage, girl. Nobody asked for your opinion. I just get so confused because I'm like, oh, someone thinks their opinion matters. Don't worry about it. I'll be posting this video tomorrow on my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. It's in my link tree. The reason why you don't have to worry about coming in at a certain time with me is because I always repost it onto YouTube the very next day. Today was a little bit later than it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be at 9 a.m. But for some reason, TikTok was acting weird last night when I was trying to download my video. So I actually could not download it until this morning, which was very strange. I was like, what is going on? I even sent him a message. I was like, hi, can you make this to where I can, like, have it? Thank you, Heather. And then by the time I got up today, it was working again. I was like, well, this is strange. But my video from last night where we ended up hitting 512,000 likes during the live is on now. And then my videos, I have another one that's 300,000 likes, 200,000 likes. But last night was the biggest because the fabulous Taylor-Totz showed up and showed out. Thank you, Heather. I'm loving all these roses. I wish I could just have them here. Just, oh my gosh, Kaya, I love the animated. My favorite animated is that damn airplane. That and the butterflies. I'm not gonna lie. The butterflies are my number one, and then the airplane is like my next, because the butterflies mean so much to me. The airplane, I'm just about it. I'm like, yes, ma'am. That damn dress keeps trying to ride up, girl. I need to cut this lining out of it. Aw, thank you. Butterflies, what's going on? Aw, thank you. Thank you, sweets, for the butterflies. Aw, Trisha, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I'm like, sorry. I'm like getting all this powder everywhere. All right, so we've dusted that off. Let me put my eye base on, which is the same shade I already did. But what I do is I put it on, then I leave it. I don't set it with anything, because my eyeshadow is going to be more vibrant when I put it on it. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a very neutral eye. Yes, I said neutral this time, not natural. So natural to me is different than neutral. Neutral is going to be like very bronzy, browns, black, stuff like that. Whereas natural is, it's still going to be color and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to be not as high of a brow. The technique is different. The coverage is the same, but just think of when you see a drag queen, usually through their eyebrows, like to the hairline. When I do a natural look, I just bring my brows down ever so slightly, because I was not blessed. I have a hooded eye. Okay, we got this on here. Aw, thank you, Alexis. Welcome back, my love. Aw, thank you, Ashes. Thank you, my love. Welcome back, guys. So we came up with the name last night. Everyone that follows me and is a supporter of me is now going to be called a Taylor-Totz. What do you think? A Taylor-Totz, girl. What do we think? We like? We love the name Taylor-Totz. If I got merch made, would you buy one? Aw, thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, girl. Katrina's like, yes, thank you, fabulous. Get this here, just to brighten up ever so slightly. Thank you. Thank you, Mandy. Yes, absolutely. I am genuinely happy. You know what? I went many, many years when I was just very depressed. And it was after my mom died, and then my stepbrother died, and then my grandmother passed. I mean, it was just a lot. But I'll tell you, it's one of those things that, you know, I kept working. It took a while for me to actually just deal with the issues. But, you know, I am truly happy. I have an amazing career with an amazing company that is just like a family to me. Sorry, I'm looking for a contour palette at the same time I'm talking to you. Sorry. And it's one of those things that I have amazing friends. I have amazing family. I have amazing people in my life. It took a long time for me to get to where I could just be me and not worry so much about what people are thinking and what they're doing. But I really have gotten to the point where I just don't give a shit about people. I'm like, yeah, it's not one big happy tot casserole. Cranky, you're trying to read me, girl. I can see it. Thanks. All right, so I'm taking a burgundy and I'm pressing. And I'm going here from the earlobe. Suck in your cheeks. I'm not keeping this up very high tonight. So touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. So touch here, pull. The reason why you're doing the touch pull is because you want to make sure that all your saturation is coming off on the outside and then you're blending it in. You do not want to do the windshield wiper where you're grinding your products into your skin, because it'll make your pores look enlarged. It'll make your skin look extremely dry. Plus, it shears down your foundation when you're wearing it. Now take more from your earlobe to the chin. Excess touch pull, touch pull, touch pull behind the ear, and then down the neck. Okay, press one more time. Same here. You're creating, you're shading. Again, tonight I'm doing a lot more of a natural mug. My face is going to be a lot more natural, so. All right, so we're going to touch pull. So touch from the hairline and pull down. Make sure that you're not going too far down the forehead, because the whole point is that you're creating a transition shade to give you hairline, and of course to make it ombre, to give you more definition to the face. So if you're ever putting on your foundation and you don't put concealer on in a brighter shade, or you don't put on bronzer, things like that in the cheekbone, what is going to end up happening is you're going to look flat. So your face has features already. Rebecca! Reba! Reba, we were yelling for you all night last night. So Rebecca, I forever, like when I saw it, kept calling her Reba. So now I'm like forever calling her Reba. So you're forever Reba. I'm just saying. If I ever did a meet and greet, I'm going to need to see you, and I'm going to scream Reba as loud as possible. I'm just saying. Okay. Now we're going to take a blush. That blush brush was hiding, girl. Now I'm using this. I had glue on there. I'm taking a very dense brush to apply my blush. So I'm pressing into this light pink shade here. And you stipple it into place. Press, stipple. Stippling is the pressing motion. So you're tapping your product into place. What happens is it's going to make your skin look more airbrushed. If you're grinding, this is where you're going to get that texture, okay? So you're just going to be tap, 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 tap. I'm not going to go too high on my shades because, and don't go too far into your apples. You don't want this to look flat. So tonight I'm going to do very bright cheeks, just very full, juicy, and supple. Some luminizer. I'm going to do a very, I was going to say dramatic eye, but it's not really dramatic. But my contacts are going to make it look even more dramatic than what it is. But I'm going to keep it very bronzy, things like that on my eyes. Just, you know, we'll figure it out, girl. We'll figure it out. All right, so now we're going to put a contour on. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, this contour. Oh, can't even see it. Right here. You're going to press, touch, pull to get a lot of excess off. Take some from the corner of the earlobe down to the chin. Make sure that you're blending it backwards. Touch, pull, touch, pull. Earlobe in. Guys, keep tapping. The more likes that we get, the more visible it's going to put me to everybody. We have 359 people in here right now. The more that you tap, the more it's going to put me in front of other people. So thank you. I love you. Okay, do this touch pull here. Touch pull backwards. All right, now let's do this hairline. You see that hairline coming in, girl. Ooh, yes. So if I do shows, I actually do the deep, like that really dark brown shade that's right next to this one. Right here. I do that one. And it goes dark. It is very dark. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my burgundy. Touch pull. To get that blend. Okay. Now I'm going to take the excess on my brush and I'm just going to buff right here. The reason why I'm okay with doing buffing here is because it ends up melting and I don't have a lot of skin, a lot of freckles on my skin there. So this is a great way for me to look like I'm doing a lot more with my makeup without actually having to do anything to my makeup. So do you see how it just looks like it's melting into the next shade? Now I'm going to go one more time on my blush shade onto the cheekbone area. So press and get it up a little bit higher. Okay. Now let's get to these eyes. We're moving fast tonight, guys. I'm telling you. We are moving fast tonight. Aw, thank you. All right, I'm trying to think. I'm for sure wanting to use that shade on it, so I think I'm gonna do, first off, before I forget, I didn't even do my damn nose contour. I'm using this shade right here, right here. It's not too dark, but it's not too light. Get that pinch on that nose, baby. Get that pinch. Oh, I can do some makeup. Thank you. You know, ever so slightly. I just like a little chapstick. Just a little chapstick, baby. Just a smidge of chapstick. Ever so slightly chapsticked. You already know. Not much, though. Not much. Not much. I just want to look like a natural woman. A natural woman. Alright. Now then, let me get a couple of brushes. Okay, so I want this one. And then I want that. Here's this one. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do blue. I love how I just sat here and said that shit. Thank you, Ashes. I love how I was like, oh, I'm going to do natural. You knew that wasn't going to happen. I can't do natural. I don't know what it is. Favorite eye brushes. So Cranky, I can't tell you brands of anything. I'm sorry. I am brand specific, so I can't talk about those types of things. But I will tell you brands. I like using synthetic brushes because they're easier to clean. Human hair brushes, or not human hair, real hair brushes are really hard to maintain because what ends up happening is they are having to be cared for just like your hair. So when you're washing them, you have to wash them and then condition them. If you don't, what ends up happening is they're going to end up shedding all over the place and you're going to be like, damn, girl. So, just saying. I'm going to do this shade first. And then I'm going to deepen it with that shade. And then I'm going to add that shade. So I changed my mind. I'm not doing natural color. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't want to do it. I don't know what it is. Like, I have clients like that I used to do makeup for back in the day, and they always want like a brown smoky eye, and I'm like, thank you, Bees Glitz Shop. And I'm like, oh no, man, we're not doing all this brown. And they're like, Justice, I don't want to look like a drag queen. And I'm like, oh, please, if only you could. And they'd get so mad. And I'm like, what? You don't look like a drag queen? You're wearing like the nude of nude. Like, your makeup is so nude. And they're like, well, yeah, but I like the nude look. And I'm like, yeah, but, you know, it gets old, girl. I'm just saying. They're like, why do you say it gets old? I'm like, because it does, Keisha. It does. Yes. Make sure you're tapping, guys. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. We are at 129.7 thousand likes right now. Keep tapping. I know your hands are tired. I promise I don't get on here every single night. You'll have a rest between Monday morning at 9 a.m. to Monday morning at 9:30. So, just kidding. It's less than that. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So when you're doing your shades, you can do this with any eyeshadow that you're using. So you create a C. Then you'll deepen the C, and then you'll do a lighter shade on the outside, okay? It's all about, you can do a C, middle shade, darker here, light right here in the entire middle to fill in the C, and then the outside you just blend out with whatever color you want to use. So I am actually in Houston, Texas at the moment. I relocated here maybe 2 months ago now. I love it here. It is absolutely awesome. They have some phenomenal entertainers. The food is amazing. The other part I really like about here is the diversity. So the diversity, there's no one single ethnicity or race over another as far as population, which I'm obsessed with. I feel like that is a hard thing to say for other places, but it is actually, if you Google, it is the #1 most diverse city in the entire country. So you see how you're deepening the C? Deepen the sea, you're in the depths of the sea. I can't sing. Okay, so we've deepened it there. I'm gonna deepen it even more. Not with that shade. So I don't know about you, what part of Houston. So I actually live really close to the Galleria Mall. So you will probably see me there if you're ever out and about. My friend Rich Lux always is forever having me out doing stuff, which I have a blast, but he is forever making me go to the mall and then making me go to Walmart, girl, close to the mall. And don't get me wrong, I actually like Walmart. I just tell him I don't, because he likes to go in there and he'll like vacation in that bitch. Like he goes to like the tent world area and he'll stay there. I'm like, girl, can we go? Like how many times we gotta come here? No, and I'm enjoying it the whole time. No, and I'm having no, I haven't been to Austin yet. I have not been to Austin. Let's see. I need to get me a little bit lighter shade to use on, to blow out the edges of this eyeshadow. I guess I can use this. So I got this, okay? I don't know if you guys love Beetlejuice, but I'm obsessed with Beetlejuice. And this is the sandworm, but it came with some brushes. They kind of suck. Thank you, Topher. Welcome back, my love. Summer, I love Walmart too. Like I said, I just don't tell him that because I don't want him knowing that. Because he'll forever have me in there, I'm just saying. I think I want to use, do I want to use this bright blue or do I want to use, no, I'm going to use this on the outside and I'm going to use that on the inside. So I'm using a very light blue to blend. The light blue has a bit of sheen to it. There is a difference between a sheen and a shine, guys. So when you're looking at your eyeshadows, don't say, oh wow, this is full of nothing but shimmers, because most of the times it's not. It's full of sheen. And when you're using any kind of eye products as far as shadows with a sheen, what it's doing is it's making the eyelid look more hydrated. So it doesn't come off as glitter. If you're using one that looks like a sheen and then when you're putting it on, it has a ton of glitter in it, don't use it, because what ends up happening is it's creating a lot of texture on your eye. And always work smaller, and then you can go bigger over time when it comes to your eye makeup. So for me, you see how I'm starting off in smaller circles, and then I'm going in and blowing out the edges to make it look even bigger. Don't start off doing this huge swipe, because here's the thing, you may end up getting it where you want it and say, oh shit, I shouldn't have went that far out. So always start smaller. You can always add more if you need to. All right, now that I have that on, Montrose area is actually super cute. Montrose is adorable. They have Pride this weekend, and I didn't even know it. And they have what is it called? They had something over there next to Hamburger Mary's today, and it was super cute. I was like, damn, if I would have known, I would have went. But by the time I found out, I was like, girl, I'm tired. I don't want to go out anywhere. Just saying. I was exhausted. We stayed up super late. I didn't go to bed until 6 a.m. and I never do that. But I was so tired. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Sorry, while I'm talking to you, I'm looking for a brush to put this blue shadow on with on my lid. But I don't think, I mean, I can use this. I don't want to, but I can. Wyatt, thank you. I told you. That's all you have to say. Because whether they realize it or not, they're supporting me a lot. And I appreciate it. Now I'm doing a bright blue here. Don't be intimidated by makeup, guys. It is just makeup. You can take it off. You can blend it. You can redo it. It doesn't matter. It's just makeup. Creating my shape of my eye ever so slightly with the shadow versus taking a cream and cutting my crease like I usually do. It's not always necessary to do all that work. Okay, so now then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with this really deep blue that I had used before here to blend it into the crease to create more of a smoky effect of my eye. Again, work smaller sections. You can always add more later, but you can't take it off. It's harder to take it off and it's harder to blend it out if you're just like jumping right in and doing a ton of eye makeup. And you're like, girl, you could have just taken a breath and we could have added more later. Ooh, these eyes though, these are beautiful. I'm living for it, girl. Living for it. Ooh. My finger on my foundation brush. Okay, I'm going back to the black shade ever so slightly just to deepen the crease. I'm not blending this up or in. I just want to create that extra bit of drama on the outer corners of the eye. See, this is the problem. When I talk about makeup and I talk about neutrals and naturals, it just doesn't work for me. I love color. I would rather see somebody put a ton of makeup on and do this than, I mean, brown smoky eyes are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but girl, I can only see so many of them. Okay, so we have that. Now, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna add a white into the inner corner of my eye just to brighten it up ever so slightly on top of this blue. Sarah Daisy. What's going on, girl? I've known Sarah Daisy for years. Or let's put it this way. I've met her years ago. We didn't have enough time to get to know each other completely, but I still consider her friends. Consider her a friend, girl. Pull this in here. Thank you, Sarah Daisy. But God isn't in church, honey. God's everywhere, remember? You know what? If you're going to come in here and preach, you have to know the facts. You can't just come in here talking out of nowhere. We're educated. We know things. God loves you, and thank you for your support. God brought you to my live tonight so that you could support me. Thank you, fabulous. All right, now then. I have this cream that I hardly ever use that is a bluish tint. You were being so Facebook, hun. You were being so Facebook. But what I want you to understand is if I showed up on your For You page, which I'm sure because I highly doubt you Googled me or looked me up, I just want to let you know that you're telling on yourself by being in my live right now, because that means that you've watched something that is very similar to what I do and the interest of what I bring. Thank you, Shannon. So what I need for you to understand is that you're telling on yourself, and you're also bringing more people to me because you're standing in my life even longer. So the longer you stay here, the more you're bringing people to me. So thank you. Oh, honey, he's a fan, girl. She is a fan, baby. You already know. You already know. But it's fine. It's fine. Stay in here, girl. I'm like, what? You ain't bother me. Stay in here. Stay in here all you want, baby. It's fine. Bring you a cot. Have a seat. Let's talk. It's all right. Right, Danny Lee? Absolutely just ghosted. Pretty, so I am 34 years old. They're always so adorable when they come in here and they're like trying to preach, and I'm like, hun. Oh, it's so adorable. But it doesn't really matter. It's like, what is it? What does it matter, girl? You're in here supporting me. Thank you for the support. If you don't think you're supporting, please look at the post that you just posted and got people to come to my live. They get so pressed. So pressed. And I'm like, thank you, hon. I know, right? It's so funny because I'm like, and they think I get so mad, and I'm like, girl, I could care less. Like, I really don't care. I'm like, you can stay in here. You can say what you need to. If you need to get stuff off your chest, then that's just, therapist isn't available, then you know what? Come in here. We got you. But as usual, LGBTQ plus community plus allies are always having to fix the problems. I mean, let's get real. That's what we always have to do, right? All of us are always having to do that. We're always having to babysit, girl. We're always having to pick up the little babies. And we're like, oh, girl, can you just... It's fine. Find your way, Carol Ann. Find the light, Carol Ann, but find it fast. Find it quickly. Yes, you're making some bling. What kind of bling? The scent that I wear, so I actually only wear one fragrance, and it's the only one I will wear. It is Pure Poison from Christian Dior. It is the only fragrance I will wear. I'm obsessed with it. Right, Fabulous? Oh, that's awesome. Ashes, you already know. You already know. Ashes, did you end up getting to where you could go live yet? Yep, signature scent. Not yet, so working on it. Go live. Oh, you can't go live until you get 1,000. So here's the thing. Start going on. Here's a little trick if you're trying to grow your profile and your following. Go find individuals that are in the same type of, I guess, world as you are, and start following them. And a lot of times they'll just follow you back from courtesy. Because they don't know you, obviously, just like me, like they didn't know who I was. So they're just like, oh, cool, let me just, redo the follow just to say thanks. So what happens is them doing that is going to get you even more followers. So you do it, just keep doing it until you get what you need. And then you go live. And then going live, you just, do your thing. That's where your talents shine through. Just like on here. Ugh, my eyes started got powder in here. Damn, I think my fan is possessed. It keeps moving up like this. It keeps moving up and I'm like, girl, you are literally blowing powder into my eye. I will tell you, I only use one type of eye makeup remover and I actually use it for my entire face. It's this. And like I said, if it's Dior, I can talk about it because it's who I work for. But this right here, Triple Impact Eye Makeup Remover, is the shit. So it's 83% natural, and then when you're using it, it doesn't leave any oily residue. So if you mess up something on your face and you're doing your makeup and you need to put makeup right on top, you clean it up with it, and then you can dry it and immediately go straight and put makeup on top of it. It's awesome. So yeah, so we've got this on here. Let's add... Thank you, Daddy Cash. Welcome back. What is going on? Sorry, I had the hiccups there for a second. I was stuck. I don't know what time it is here. It was midnight when I first got on, something like that, close to it. I'm in Central Time. Thank you for the roses. You're 64. That's awesome. Taking my burgundy shade to get even more warmth right here. Then I'm going to take the blush, press. Okay, and then I'm going to take the excess of my luminizer down. Okay, I'm going to take it here. Thank you, Fabulous. Okay, now let's set this, and then I'll do lash and lip, and then we're done. Saturate that face, girl. Honey, I have the hooded eye. That's what I did. That's why I did this makeup. My eyes are hooded. That's why I do my makeup like this. So for, trying to think. Trying to think of what lip I want to do tonight, because I'm wearing, this is pretty bold. Oh, I'm going to do a red lip, actually. I'm going to do a dark red lip. Ooh, sorry I'm bouncing, you guys. All right, let's get this together. Just so you guys are aware, if any of you are trying to message me, if your settings, in your settings, not mine, if you don't go on there and look at them to see that you're able to email out or message out, then you're not gonna be able to message me, because like Zach messaged me and then I literally was like, he's like, oh, it wouldn't go through, and it was saying that your, like mine was the problem. So I went and looked at it, and when I looked, I changed mine and I tried it again and it was his. So I had to comment on his picture of him and his husband to try and get him to like go change it. But he wouldn't. Like, I don't think he saw it. You're trying to clock things, girl. I like my lips big, just so you know. As you couldn't tell. Here we go. All right, let's get this lash on, and then I've got a gloss to put on top of this. Ooh, shit. Throwing stuff tonight. Ah, thank you. Honey, I'm knocking everything over here. All right, let's get these lashes on, baby. Here we go. Looking for that. What kind of likes are we at right now? We're at 162.5, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Let's get it on here. The more you tap, the more we get to bring more people in here. More Facebookers, I'm sure. You know them Facebookers, girl. You know, they stay ready, honey. They stay ready. I wonder when Facebook is going to go away, to be honest with you. Like the real Facebook. Not the messes we're calling Facebook. Because you know what, it was like that with MySpace. Like, I don't even really remember when they ended MySpace. I know it's still there, but nobody uses it anymore. But I will tell you that I used to love MySpace because, girl, you had a theme song. Like, you could do all kind of stuff. Like, you could, like, have your top 4, your top 10. And people get so, like, their feelings hurt if they weren't in your top 10. And you're like, girl, I don't even know you. Like, you just stalked me. God, I don't know you. You're my math teacher. No, just kidding. MySpace was so much fun. And you could change your backgrounds. Ugh, I miss all that. That was awesome. Had a little extra glue that I needed on that one. You had a MySpace pet? Oh my gosh, speaking of, do you remember when we had Gonzo? Gonzo, that, what was it? Was it a gorilla or a chimpanzee? Something like that? That thing was so much fun. You could type it to say shit. I was always like cussing with it. That was before they knew how to make things not, like it had a filter on it. Okay, I need my eye to stop watering. Stop being a little punk. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Now then, let's get some mascara. Yes, that's what I call mascara. Mascara. Nope, I do not line my lips. My lips are naturally unnaturally done. Because I have silicone on my lips. So, there we go. Had to fix that eye, girl. She was looking crazy. So I have silicone on my lips, and then I also overdraw them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, bees. I am not doing my normal trick because I am reusing my lashes from last night. Yes, I said reusing my lashes from last night. You don't always have to use a fresh pair of lashes as long as you take care of them. But you don't want to go like too long, because if you're leaving lashes and reusing them all the time, what'll happen is it'll grow bacteria. So you gotta be very careful with what you're using. Lash. All right, I'm gonna use this other mascara that I was given. She's only good for bottom lashes. Ah. Yes, we all make the faces when we do a mascara. Yes, ma'am. What do we think, guys? We like? Do we like? Are we in love? Alright, now I gotta add this. Oop, wrong one. Ooh, dropping everything. Alright, let's get this lip on. This right here changes everything. Mm-hmm. Girl, see that gloss is the shit. That gloss is everything. When that is the one thing that like, I'll put a red lip on and I'm like, and then I put that on it and I'm like, oh, bitch. All right, let me clean up a little bit over here to get some shit out of my way. Then I can put my hair on and my earrings, my earbobs, earbobicles. My ear tassels, girl, my ear tassels. Hey, Sunny. This one, I'm wearing dark hair tonight, by the way. Y'all have only seen me wear dark hair one time on here, and it was jet black. I'm gonna go in. There we go. I hate this mannequin head because it's the plastic kind, and that shit is all over the place. This hair is gonna need a little bit of love because she got smushed in the move. In the move. And I was like, girl. Like, all the stuff you had to damage. Why'd you have to get my wigs, too? Ooh, my glue is all over the place. Glue this lace down. Down the lace with glue. I need some more damn glue. I'm gonna lean it over just to get any on the damn wand. Okay, now the trusty trick with the leg. Take the leg and you tie it around. Okay, now then, let me grab this. Ugh. I never stress about hair being wonky because I'm like, girl, I'll brush the damn thing out and restyle it. I ain't even worried about it. I ain't even worried about it, girl. Yep, got to be glued. Got to be glued hairspray. You shouldn't be supporting things you know is wrong. But let me keep putting gas in my car knowing it's messing up the ozone layer. Let me keep doing that, because God put that in the ground. But it don't matter. And people didn't really go to the moon either. It was on TV only. It's like, you go somewhere else with that shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And if you want to say, girl, you can say that to Jesus when you meet him and you meet your maker, well, then that's fine. We'll have that conversation when it gets there. I'm going to tell him, next time, can you put this shit where it's a little bit more understanding? Because your folks sure was messing it up. They were saying all kind of stuff. Once I get this dry, I'll put it down and then actually like style it a little bit more. It'll be too late for that man. Oh, well, then I guess I won't be going. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. There's a lot of Facebook in here tonight, girl. There's a lot of Facebook, but I thank you for staying. Yeah. Mamba, and it's cool. I'll see you there. You're not supposed to judge people. I will see you there, baby. Save me a seat, though. Because by the sounds of it, you're going to be there before I am. Just saying. Because I'm still going to be up here partying it up. Because if it sounds like what it sounds like, he gonna leave me here for a little while. We're like, girl, who cares? Like, okay. Now that we have that on, and we are good to go on hydration, on the sides of the hair, we're good on the stickiness, we're good on all that. You know, I tell you, a lot of times when people are being like super negative, it's not what they're saying, it's how they're saying it. If you want people on your side to go to church or to do whatever it is that you want them to do, you can't tell them they're going to go to hell. It's like, you got to like give them candy or something. Like give them something to want to come there. Because, I mean, you're not making it sound very appetizing. I'm just saying. And we want something appetizing, girl. We ain't got time for that. Because I'm telling you this right now. If I'm going to spend my Sunday listening to somebody tell me that I'm going to hell, I got other things to do. I can tell you that right now. This hair is making me feel extra country. And you know I sound like I'm from New York. Because I'm fabulous. But I assure you, I'm from Alabama. Many years I used to go to church all the time, and it was my choice. It wasn't my mom's choice. She didn't go to church. She was like, my family used to make me go, so I don't go anymore. I'm not into it. You do what makes you happy. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went, and I used to go to a Baptist church, and then the judgment was ridiculous. And like, I didn't even say anything. I wasn't even out at that point. I wasn't even doing anything. Nobody even knew me. You know what I mean? And it was crazy how quick people are to put their opinions on stuff. And you're like, isn't your husband cheating on you? Like, aren't you having issues yourself? Like, what is going on? I'm very confused. You know what I mean? And like, I was always like, why, how do you have so much time to judge me when your life is shit? And I mean, like, eventually I just said that because I was so tired of it. I mean, I was like, I'm here to do my thing. You know what I mean? And we had to have that conversation. I ended up going to a Methodist church for a little while, and which is like Baptist church, but not as strict. But yeah, I mean, and I just was like, man, this just isn't for me. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm like, nobody cares. I'm like, here's the thing. If I don't pay a bill, I have to answer for not paying that bill. So with that being said, on the rest of the topic that we're not going to continue on because it's really irrelevant to what we're doing in this live right now. Let me worry about me and you worry about you. Let's say that. Because I'm sure you got enough to worry about. All right, so I'm going to take this off into my outfit. Give me 2 seconds because I got to make sure it's pulled down because the underlining in this thing, she's moving on me, girl. She's moving. But let me get in this and then I will, 2 seconds. I'm like, there is a hair. All right, the hair looks a lot better now. There is a hair in my damn makeup. There it is. There it was. The last thing I needed was my lipstick, or my gloss, I mean, to be in my lipstick and then go to move it. And then it get all over my damn face. All right, let me slide this back. Let me pull this down, and I'll be right back. Ugh. Just admire the gorgeous pink throne. Whoever sits on this throne shall never judge you. They will appreciate you for who you are, knowing the talent was given to you for a reason. All right, I'm pulling the sleeve down. All right, are y'all ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I think that we're ready, guys. I think that you are ready to see this fabulous outfit that I got. You lift this up ever so slightly so I can get comfortable to sit. Ah, there we go. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yes. What do we think? Yeah. I'm telling you. People come on here and they see me from the get-go and I'm like, you just gotta stay and watch. Just stay and watch. I'm like, honey, this is what we call makeup. This is drag. You come starting looking like a man, then you leave looking more like a man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Loretta Lynn. Honey, trust. Let's lean that up ever so slightly so I can get some air. See, I'm like, it's so easy to do. It's an easy look. It's, I was totally going to do like bronzy and things like that on my eye. But then as soon as I was like, no, I need this color. Thank you for the tips, my loves. I was like, no, I need to have more of the color in it. It is so pretty. Funny story about getting this outfit. So Rich Lux and I, we always go shopping. We go and look at different places. Well, there's a place that is like like a wholesale. Let's put it that way. Like you can go in there and buy like wholesale amounts of things. So there's a bunch of different stores that are in there, and there is one store particularly that there is this Asian woman that works in there, and every single time we're going there, every single time, it's like this woman knows. So she ends up pulling her damn mannequins in as soon as we're heading that way. And I'm like, are you serious? And I told him, I said, do you not notice that? He's like, notice what? I'm like, every time we're coming over here to go in her shop, she pulls the mannequins in as if she's closing. He's like, no. And I was like, uh-huh. So the next time that we came, he ended up noticing it. And I was like, I told you. Every single time. The funny thing is we've been in her store before a couple of times, and we've been nice. She doesn't speak to us. Doesn't even want to talk to us. And then we're ending up, like, there's different things in there that I'm like, oh, these are super cute. I like to buy these. And I was like, girl, like, I'm not going to buy from somebody that can't even, like, speak to me. Like, you don't even have any manners towards me whatsoever. So what I ended up doing is she had one of these, but in a leopard print that was like the brownsies and the coppers and stuff, and it was beautiful. And she's like, so Rich was like, oh, you know, and he's trying to be all nice because he's opposite of me. For me, I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm not giving you my money. He is trying to be like nice and like, you know, more of the sugar approach of things. And he's like, oh, question. Oh, this would be gorgeous on you, Justice. Oh, how much is this? And she's like, oh, it's 100. And she like laughs. And I was like, and he goes, oh, Justice, you should get it. It's only $100. And I said, I only pay $50 for that. And she goes, well, it's 100. And I said, well, then I guess I'm not buying it. And I walked out. Okay. I went across the street. There was another place that we had never been to. And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, we got to go there. So we went in. And immediately, the vibe was completely different. These people were so excited we were there. And I actually bought this one, the white one that I already have a video in. And then I also bought another white one that they have. Plus, I bought contacts. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, you guys are amazing. And I said, let me tell you. I said, I will purchase, but I need customer service because I'm paying my money here. And I said, and I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why I bought as much as I did is I like these, but they're not the end all be all. Let me get real. I said, they're pretty, but I wouldn't wear these often. Like, this is very like hit or miss if I'm going to wear it. I said, but however, I needed them to understand that I appreciated how they were treating me. And I was like, thank you so much for giving me the customer service that you did. And I told them. And the funny thing is we ended up meeting a lady or a girl that ended up working in the one across the street that we were at. And she works like a couple booths or a couple stores down from the woman that was so rude to us. And I told her, I was like, do you know there's a woman that's just like on that corner, blah, blah, blah. She was, oh, she doesn't own that place. She just works there. And I said, well, maybe the owner needs to understand they're not selling anything because she's not speaking to anybody. And she was like, what? And I was like, I will spend money. She goes, well, yeah, you spend a lot of money in here. And I was like, exactly. But she can't even greet me. She doesn't even want to talk to me. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, why are you apologizing, girl? It ain't your damn store. So she just died laughing. She's like, you're very blunt. And I'm like, yep, absolutely. Sure am. I was like, because it's my money, girl. I earn this money. That was bugging me. It was kind of flat. But you know what? Here's the thing. I always say that you start with the positivity first. And I went in being extremely nice. But when people just don't budge, that's where you have to start making the decision. Do I shop here? Do I have them in my life? Or do I keep like moving along? So instead of me being in like a bad mood about that person, I'm like, let's leave. It was fate. We went across the street. We met amazing people. And the good thing is they're helpful. So I was like, if you let me know about any more contacts coming in, I will purchase those. If you have more things like this come in, let me know. And I was like, because it's very selective in their store because they have a lot of African-inspired clothing. So it's beautiful, but I can't wear it because it's not my culture and I'm not going to do that. Because honestly, that's not for me to do. You know what I mean? So for me, like, this is just a comfortable caftan. But for the other ones, it's a little bit too much of one culture that I know that it would end up ruffling feathers. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I told her I like to stay very neutral. And I was like, girl, done. I said, you got these, let me know. If you got a moo-moo, let me know. Stretch is my best friend. Size stretch is what I need. So, you know, here's the thing. She was so nice. Every time I go in there now, she's like, what's going on? Like, she's so sweet. And I literally cannot wait to go again because that lady the woman that we met that works in the same mall area as the other lady, I know she's already said something to her. Like, I already know she has. So she's going to be like, I'm gonna be like, just keep walking over here and buying over here. That's actually where I got my Diet Coke purse that you saw. Oh, I'm like, girl. But you know what? I'm like, nobody has time for that. And that's just like the people that were in here being negative. Nobody cares. You're not doing anything. You're not hurting anybody. You're just talking your mess. And it's like, you know, do your thing. And if that's what you truly believe in, then why don't you go believe in that by yourself? You go do you by yourself. You do it so good. You just go be you by yourself. Because I'm not in it. I'm not about it, girl. Because guess what? Your beliefs isn't going to put gas in my car. It's not. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with me. So you do what you believe in. That's completely fine. I'm not going to judge you on it. That's on you. It's all on you. But the last time I checked, I never stood outside of a church yelling at them that they need to be doing something. Or they're going to go to hell. So it's like self-reflect on what you're doing and what you're saying before you start saying it. I'm just saying. I'm just being very direct. Because at the end of the day, it's not for anybody to judge anybody else. You live your life the way you want to live your life. And guess what? If it gets to that point and there's more going on and you have to deal with that, then you're going to have to deal with that. That's your choices. But guess what? My choice. And it's just like, you know, TikTok. Okay. I chose to get on TikTok as an outlet for me, as a way for me to express myself, but I get to do it with so many amazing people. I've met a ton of amazing people on here. And I appreciate your support. But here's the thing. You make me in a better mood. I was so tired today. So tired because we did so amazing last night. We stayed up late. We hit 512,000 likes on that live last night. We got me to over 10,000 followers, which is now 10.1 today. But today, I was so tired. But I will tell you what got me motivated to go and shave and come in here and sit down and do makeup with you is because I was so excited to get to actually speak with you and be able to interact with you as a person because your support is that important to me. I was like, I gotta go because you know what? They're so amazing. I want to see them. You guys, the butterflies always makes me feel fantastic. I mean, your support is awesome. And guess what? The Taylor-Totz are always showing up and showing out, girl. The Taylor-Totz, absolutely. The Taylor-Totz are it, girl. You know what? I always feel like I have real hair, and I'm trying to scratch my head, but I got a lot of layers to get through to get to that head. But you know what, though? It's people that you choose to be around you is what kind of mood you're going to be in. And I'm choosing for you to be around me, and you're choosing for me to be around you, and it puts me in a fantastic mood. I have done nothing but smile all day because I've been so excited to be able to talk about what we accomplished last night and what we've accomplished in 1 month. That was in 1 month of achieving that. We went from 1,000 to 10,000 followers. That is crazy. That is crazy. But guess what? What we just achieved in 1 month, imagine if we did this type of group and this mentality to get the LGBTQ plus community where it needed to be. Imagine if everybody did this type of community and this type of togetherness and unity to make sure that everybody was equal. Everybody was a human being. Everybody was treated like a human being. It's really hard to say I want to be treated equally because who are we comparing ourselves to? Who are we saying we want to be compared to? I don't want to be compared to anybody. I want to be treated like a human being. So when people say I want equal rights, fuck that. I don't want equal rights. I want to be treated like a human being. That's all. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you identify as. We're human beings and we all deserve to be treated as so. And on here, exactly. We literally have got to we cannot have an amazing tomorrow without changing our mindset today. I literally need to put that on a t-shirt. It literally needs to say, you cannot have an amazing tomorrow until you change the mindset today. That's all. I mean, that's all it needs to say. I think I'm going to make it. I think I want to make it. I've thought about making some merch. I want to have Taylor-Totz on a shirt. On the Taylor-Totz on the front, I want to have a couple of different ones dressed up like different kinds of drag queens with big eyelashes. And they're going to be Taylor-Totz wearing giant eyelashes, big lips, and wigs. I think it would be adorable as hell. I think I want to have one that's like giant eyelashes, giant lips. And then on the back is going to have that saying that says you can't have an amazing tomorrow without changing your mindset today. I think that there is just, I think it'd be fun. I want to find some cute merch. Girl, none of it's going to be on a white t-shirt because who the hell wants a white t-shirt? I'm plus size. When it's a white t-shirt, I'm just letting you know right now, you can see the girls straight through it. I ain't got time for that. I'm plus size. Anybody trying to see all that? Aw. You can make all of them. What do you mean? Inbox me, girl. I'm trying to find something where they can just order from a website and then I just get my cut, of course, obviously. Because the girl's always trying to make some money because drag is expensive. But yeah. But look, you know what? I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, that's right. Glitch shop. I love it. Well, just inbox me and let's see what we can do. Inbox me, and it'll probably be tomorrow before I can answer you because once I get out of this, I'm going to make a couple of TikToks and then I'm going to get out of this and just relax for a little bit. But you know what? I appreciate all of you getting on here with me. We have had a lot of people join us tonight. We've had a lot of negativity. But here's the thing. You guys did fantastic on not really interacting with them. I want you to take what we did in here and put this into real life. If people are bothering you and they're saying something to you, you don't have to respond. You don't have to say anything. But all you have to do is if somebody is bothering you, just turn to them and say, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate you. And walk away. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. But I want you to remember every morning when you get up, every single morning when you wake up, I want you to tell yourself, you will not have an amazing tomorrow until you change your mindset today. Find the silver lining in every situation. Find something positive to say. Stop the negativity because the negativity flying out of your mouth is your own problem, okay? I did the same thing. It's really hard to do. I'm not going to lie. It is an everyday practice. And sometimes you annoy yourself because you're like, damn, I'm constantly complimenting everything. But you know what? It's better than being negative and nobody wanting to be around you, okay? So have a fabulous time. I love you so, so much. We have 204,000 likes right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go there now and go to the link tree and make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the YouTube channel, share the videos, watch the videos, comment on them. I will always comment back. And then, of course, if you do not like giving tips on here and you feel that you want to give a tip, I do have my Cash App, my Venmo on there as well. I will always send you a personalized message thanking you because I know that money does not grow on trees. It is a tree, but it doesn't grow on them. And you work hard for your money. So you work hard for the money and I will spend your money. No, just kidding. And then if you end up getting me anything from my Amazon wish list, I will always do an unboxing on camera and give you a shout out. On my TikTok live. So like I said, you don't have to do any of that whatsoever. I put it on because people were asking me for it. So I love you so much. Have an amazing, amazing night. Get some sleep. I'm not going to ask you and beg you to get me up to 500,000 now because I know your hands are tired from last night. From clicking us to 500,000 people. 500,000 likes. But you know what? Again, as a reminder, you deserve to have an amazing future. It is your right to be successful. It is your right to have an amazing day. It is your right to have an amazing future. Do not let people in your life that is negative because guess what? They are not paying your bills. They are not laying in that box with you. They are not getting cremated with you. Don't worry about other people. Just worry about you and having an amazing day. You cannot have an amazing tomorrow until you change your mindset today. All right, Taylor-Totz, I love you so much. Mwah! Show me some love. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me. As you can see, we did something very different with makeup tonight. It's always different. I told you, drag is not the same. Keep doing your thing, okay? Have an amazing night. I love you all so, so much. All right, see you soon. I'm like, girl, I need it.